We have created an active training program to help new employees at Google find their place in the HR department. So at this point, we have all of our new employees. However, we do not have them placed in any specific job position. We want our new employees to enjoy their HRD profession, which is why we're going to try our best to match individuals to their best position based on their skills and preferences. So, our scenario is that we are HR professionals at Google that have just hired a large pool of employees, but not for specific positions. Now that they are hired, our company onboarding process is going to help them identify which position within the HRD or HRM they are best suited for. To create an effective active training program, to do so, we have set some learning goals for our participants. First, the participants should be able to identify the functions of an HR professional. Our active training program is catered towards potential roles that include staffing manager, workforce planning manager, head of technical recruiting, global talent consultant, and an HR payroll specialist. The second learning objective is to have participants be able to rank their top 3 HR functions to help find their best fit within the company. Our third objective of training is that participants should be able to reflect on their own characteristics and how those fit into their top choices. Our fourth and final learning objective is that participants should be able to collaboratively develop a plan for their future in the company based on the function they are placed in. In order to achieve these learning objectives, we needed to create an active training program that was relative to all of the positions as well as interactive and interesting. With the use of experimental activities, we are going to divide our department into different functions. Employees are told that the department does a lot of collaboration, which is true for most HR roles, but we want to find the strengths and weaknesses to make the best team possible. To ensure they are a good fit and also want to be in the position, we are going to try our best to match employees based on their skills, preferences, and personalities. Using various experimental activities that we have created, we are going to have stations with 5 people at each one to do these different activities. The first station is a series of personality tests, including the Enneagram test and the Myers-Briggs test. Myers-Briggs is used in many hiring situations, and the Enneagram test is a longer detailed test with lots of yes and no questions. Since Google is more of a creative company and encourages their workers to think for themselves, we thought this would be a good idea. At the next station, we will present participants with ethical scenarios. These are more relating to the office setting and how they would diffuse various situations. The third station will be similar to the first, with using personality tests, but this time participants will be tasked with interpreting various personality tests from anonymous people and decide whether or not they should be hired for that job and explain why. For the fourth and final station, it will consist of 5 job descriptions that the new participants must assign training programs to and describe why that would be the best training program for that specific job or that specific person that is being hired. While all of the activities are going on, there will be current HR employees to facilitate conversation and observe so that they can have their own thoughts on where the employee should be placed based on their behavior in addition to the new hires ranking. We believe that this active training would be useful for placing the new employees to find their place in the HR department here at Google. Just as we found our strengths and weaknesses for our new employees using our active training program, for this project we use our strengths and weaknesses within the group to create a training program that would ensure that employees would have a long-lasting relationship with their company and a passion for their work.